Shalom. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'll just leave it at that. You know. Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wakakadash. Shalom, shalom. My name is Brother Abiy'ezer Elijah Israel, here representing the FOH Fire on the Highways Ministry on the 11th hour, teaching you how it is to be a minister of the new covenant and preaching about the blood of the Lamb. Shalom, greetings and salutations unto the ministers of the new covenant, as well as greetings and salutations unto the hopeful elect, and peace and blessings unto the beautiful 1/3, as we like to make it known. It's all about the kingdom. From the title of this video, it goes into a place of understanding. It goes into a place of understanding that the Lord is the one who is being made manifest. The Lord is the one who manifests. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is the one who manifests, not man. Not man. A lot of people in this world say that we got a free will. We don't got a free will. Men don't have free will. Men don't have free will. That's the mindset of do thy will. We can't do everything that we want to fucking do, because everything that we do in action comes a reaction. It comes in a place of understanding where karma stands at in Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and it could as a teacher or a punishment to us. Again, the book of Galatians, chapter 6, and verse 9, God is not mocked. You will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. Every action, there's a reaction. Man don't have a will. Man has a choice. So whatever choice that you make, any decision that you make, you got to prepare and be ready and accept the outcome that goes with it. Whether it's a good decision or a bad decision. You got to be aware of what you are doing and what you are setting up in your life, in your day-to-day life, in this walk, in this faithful walk. You have those that have it within themselves to choose evil and do evil and will reap evil. Same way you have those that choose to do righteous and choose to do righteous and choose to do what's right. So they will reap what is right. They will reap happiness, peace, and love and prosperity. That's what all comes down to it. That's all what it really comes down to it. Let Abba Yahweh do the manifestations. Okay? I'm about to pull up a precept, and then when I pull up a precept, I'm gonna go into into the reasons why I say that. Okay? Otherwise, shalom to everybody. Shalom to everybody. I hope y'all having a good day. I hope y'all having a blessed day. Give me a second. Hold on with me. I hope y'all guys are doing a good day. I hope y'all guys are just staying in the spirit. I hope y'all guys are staying in the spirit, and abiding under the Most High in love. Especially where you stand at as far as letting Abba Yahweh be, Salaki. Letting Abba Yahweh be be you. You know what I'm saying? Be within you. Sit in the seat of your throne within your heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show you. Man, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Okay. This is interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let me see if I can. Shalom, shalom, Kali Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Bakakwadash, Barakatham, shalom. This is interesting. Okay. The book of Second Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. So it's going to come to, so remember, when it comes down to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, when he speaks that both good and evil doings will be judged. Therefore he gave us a commandment to understand or where we should stand at as far as, matter of fact, hold on, Salakia. Let me get my precepts together so I can further on prove the point of how the Lord is the one who manifests certain things. Because understand it's a reason why the Lord tell us to pray and make requests. This is the reason why the Hamashiach Malaki Hawashai says, you know, to the Hamashiach Malaki Hawashai says to uh Salakia. Salakia, folks. I'm just going to show you in the scripture. I'm just going to be quiet. It's a reason why he says to call upon him. Okay. Okay, Khan. All right. I got you on this. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. The conclusion is like the closing answer, meaning that the closing point. So let us hear the point of the whole matter, meaning that the whole situation, the whole scenario, okay, basically a, a wise principle thing, okay. Abba Yahweh is coming from a place of you making sure that you understand that the whole principle thing behind this whole entire walk, okay. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, fear God, fear God, fear God. Yes, yes, fear God, meaning that you're coming from a place where you respect on where the Most High stands at, but you're acting out of humility and meekness, understanding that the judgments are made manifest. Understanding that the judgments are made manifest. It's not about you being it's not about you being a victim to somebody's preeminence. It's about you understanding, like, hey yo, if I go off, I may not wake up tomorrow. If I go off, something can happen to me when I'm walking down the street and I get hit by a damn fire truck. I get hit by a damn fire truck. If I sit here and have it with myself to go off principle, go off in a place where it's just like, you know what, in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I'm falling off from his grace. Why? Because I want to establish my own righteousness, or I'm doing things of wickedness behind closed doors, or I'm blaspheming his name, or I'm doing things that pertains unto adulteries, or I'm doing things that pertain unto uncleanness, the things that uh turns you away from the fruits of the spirit and lean more into the fruits of the flesh. You know, so that's why it says that let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, fear the Most High, fear the Most High. It's important to fear the Most High. That's why we have it within ourselves to make sure that we self-examine ourselves. Self-examine yourself and consider your ways. Challenge your own understanding, because our minds can be desperately wicked. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 22, literally speaks how our own flesh can deceive ourselves because we're not taking heed. We're not taking heed to the Lord's word and doing it in action. That's why he says in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, meaning that let us hear this word. Fear God and keep his commandments. Keep his commandments, meaning that put it in yourself to do his commandments. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Okay? And keep his commandments. For for this is the whole duty of man, meaning that this is our whole entire job. This is a big sum of the part that we play in our lives. This literally ties into the purpose of how the Lord judgment is being made manifest. So therefore, this is the doing of the Lord's will, not yours. It's good that you are delighted. Us being delighted in the Lord's will. That's basically what it is. There's no taking of that and twisting it up. We are delighted to do the Lord's will. We are delighted to do the Lord's will. I want to say is that damn near 9 times out of 10, we have no choice. We have no choice. It's either you repent or die. It's either you repent and live in your righteousness, or you keep doing the same shit and you die in your failures. You die in your sins. Some way, somehow, if you have a heart for Yahweh, you gonna have to change, because you can't be the same level throughout your whole entire life and say I love God, I love God, I love God, I love God, I love God. You can't keep doing that, and your action shows that you don't even fear him. You want to do whatever you want. Do what thy will. You want to do whatever you want. While Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has said, in the greatest sum in your lot as a black man, black Hispanic and Native American man, or a black Hispanic and Native American woman, that your whole entire responsibility, the main point of your whole entire responsibility as a king or a queen on this earth is for you to keep his commandments, so you can live, so you can have so you can live a very righteous livelihood or lifestyle, or even a mindset to please Abba. It's not that hard. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. That's the whole duty of man. It is your duty as an Israelite man to love your neighbor. It is a duty as an Israelite woman to love your husband, to love your neighbor, or is a duty as you to love your sister. It is a duty for a man to protect and love his family. It's a duty for a man to keep these commandments. It's a duty that for him to live his life out to the fullest when it comes down of being put into a blameless ministry in the new covenant. It's a whole different ball game compared to what we are used to in being in this world. We're in this world, but we're not of it. We are Think of us as mammals. Think of us as mammals. Okay? What mammals live in the sea? Whales. And whales are very big, huge, and great creatures. But how do they die? They drown. How can you drown in something that you live in day to day? While all the other fishes got gills and everything, and they can breathe under that shit. But a whale is one of the only mammals that actually can die in the world that they were born in. It's the same thing with us. It's the same thing with the Hebrew Israelites. We are born in this world, but this world can consume you. Understand that in your purpose of being those who were rejected all their lives, understand that the Lord had brought you into this truth for a reason. You may live in this world, but you're not of this world. You can sit here and breathe the same air with all the other Babylonians. You could do all that all you want to. You can sit here and celebrate the Babylonian customs all you want to. But out of everybody, why is these demons is fucking with you? Out of everybody that want to do whatever the fuck they want and they get away with it, why is you're the only one who get caught? You do not belong in this world. Again, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 1. This world is made for many, but the world to come is just for few. It's just for few. These are the judgments that is being made manifest, and it's not us who is manifesting those judgments. It's the Lord. Now I'm approving more. Moving on down the video. All right, shalom, shalom, kwam alayim, shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah. The book of 2nd Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5, the King James Bible, King James Version. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How are they Hamashiach Malaki Hawashai is in you, except ye be reprobates? So you gotta that's a beautiful one. You gotta put yourself in a place of understanding that if you want to understand and acknowledge that God is within you, that his only begotten son is within you, his blood of the new covenant that covers you is also running in your veins, you gotta understand where you stand at in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Sisters, you guys sometimes have to understand on where you stand at in the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and when it comes to terms of serving your husband. Husband likewise. So it comes in a place of understanding, like, hey yo, as his judgments is being made manifest, are there things that I'm doing that is wrong? Are there things that I'm doing that is out of pocket? Do I need to be humble? Is the Lord pleased? Okay, let me examine myself. Okay, all right, I see this point. I see that point. All right, I'm full of shit on that one. All right, Lord, these are the things that I have to that I believe that is not pleasing you. Can you help me overcome the fruits of this flesh? And can you strengthen me in my inward parts to please you further in the ministry, where I could become better because I want to be better? You know, put yourself in a place where it's just like you are capable and able to hold accountability, and you're able to build, being an asset instead of a liability. Okay? The book of 1st Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 28. Let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of the bread and drink of that cup. Meaning that put yourself in a place where you're now being held accountable. Okay? The book of verse 29. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not deserting the Lord's body. You have a lot of those that want to put themselves in a place. Man, that's new covenant. That's meat right there. That's meat right there. That's meat right there. You have those that want to put themselves in a place where they have no idea what curses they put upon themselves. Again, if you reap evil, if you reap evil, if you sow evil, you're going to reap it. Okay? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good, whether it be evil. So understand that the Lord's judgment is finna take place where it's manifest, when it is manifest to its fullest. Okay? The Lord's judgment. He's going to bring every secret thing out on the forefront. Every single thing out on the forefront. So understand this. It's the Lord that manifests. It's the Lord that manifests, not man. It's the Lord's judgment being made manifest. We're just doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on where he stands at in our lots, in our hearts, in our minds. It's not hard to understand that, man. All right, so give me a second, everybody, because it's a certain joint I gotta look for. It's a certain joint I gotta look for, because that joint is a hard. That joint was a real good point. Do I have it? No. Ah, that's BS. I don't got it. Hold on, folks. Yeah, that was a good ass point. I think I got it. Yeah, I still got it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So like it, folks. Hold on. Okay. God speaks again. Okay. Go Okay, Khan. All right. Hold on. I'm sorry, folks. God speaks again and again, KJV. I'm sorry, folks. Hold on. Damn. God speaks again and again, KJV. Here are some results from the web. Okay, Khan. Salakia, folks. Salakia. Okay, Khan. All right. Salakia, folks. All right, I got you. All right. The book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice, yea, man perceive it not. So those who got ears to hear, let them hear. Those who got eyes to see, let them see. The Most High is speaking towards his men. Wisdom is crying aloud. Okay? But men is not hearing it. Men are not hearing it. Okay? So men perceive it not. Verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, meaning that you're in the bed and you're slumbering, you're sleeping. Now he's giving you a vision. Now he's giving you a dream. And slumberings upon the bed. Then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. So because you may not at the moment hear, because you may not at the moment may hear Abba, he's going to seal the instructions within you through what you're seeing and the messages that he's sending you in the dream, okay, or in a vision. It's not for you to wake up and be like, I have I have a revelation. This is going to happen. This and this is going to happen. That and this is going to happen. No, it's not for that book of Deuteronomy chapter 13. It's not for that. It's for a place for you to understand where the Lord stands at with you. He's sending you a message that's between you and him. All right? I'm going to further explain this. Just give me a second, all right? Instead of their instruction, that he may withdraw men from his that he may withdraw men from his persons for his from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. He chastens also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain, so that his life adoreth bread, and his soul betteth meat. His flesh is consumed away, that is cannot be seen. Oh, Salakia. I think I went too far. Salakia. It's really from verse 14 to 16. So Salakia, folks. So basically, and also 18. I like the point of 18. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? When it comes down to relating to this right here, okay? I'm about to tell you my testimony. All right. One day I met up with my best friend in real life. I met up with my best friend in high school. I met up with my best friend in high school, from high school, and high school was a big impact in my life. Do we all? But now I'm gonna go straight to the point. I fell asleep and I had a dream that I was talking to my best friend again. I was talking to my best friend Amir. Barakathon to that brother too. I was speaking to him, talking to him. And then my manager, that because my manager from the job that I work, she slid past with a walkie-talkie. She stood by the table near me and my best friend, and I stood up and I heard somebody on the walkie-talkie talking mad shit, and my manager, she looked at me and I knew what she said, but she was basically saying congratulations to me. And I looked at my best friend, and my best friend smiled and was like, my best friend smiled, and I was like, you see, that's new covenant. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and everything else. And then the dream ended. I woke up. But when I woke up, I woke up in a place where it's just like, I was serious and I was wondering. I didn't understand it. So on that day that I had that dream, I went to work. And it was one of those chill days. They just let you rock out. As long as you get They don't send you to do specific tasks, but you just go ahead and grab whatever. And it was one of those days, And I'm walking, minding my business. I'm minding my business. And next thing you know, long story short, I did something that wasn't mature. I did something that wasn't mature. And after I did something that wasn't mature, there's another brother in that works with me, a co-worker, who also knows the truth. It was another brother in the truth, you know? And he was rapping, and I was listening to him rap, and he was giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So now I'm gonna go straight to the point. When I was in high school and when I was in college, you know, I had a reputation of just being me. And one of the co-workers said something where, mind you, none of them don't really know me for real. I've only been at this job for like 2 months now. The co-worker said something that I believe it was through the spirit. He didn't understand it, he didn't know, but it was through the spirit, because he said a quote that everybody used to say to me when I used to be in school. And I looked at him and I was like, and it hit me hard. I went back into the break room. The supervisor told me to wait, stay put, because we might have some actual work for you. I said, all right, bet, because I like to work. So I sat there and I was meditating. I came past. It was like, yo, you good? I was like, I'm self-examining myself right now. I'm gonna talk to you later. About it because it's interesting. He said, all right, all right. He said, all right, shut up. I looked and I was like, the Lord showing me that I'm not mature. I examined myself and was like, I am not mature. And the biggest thing about it is his judgment may manifest. That's powerful. That's greatness. I had a dream one night, and then the morning come on that exact day, everything played out, resorting to that. I was like, that's deep. So what I'm trying to have you to understand is that he sealed an instruction in me by understanding that when I was a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, you put away childish things. And what is a man of the Lord? Again, the whole duty of man is to fear God and keep his commandments. And also to understand in the fear of the Lord, by his grace, his blood, is that the love of the Lord is to keep his commandments, and his commandments is not grievous. He wants you to live by this. The laws is spiritual, so you living your life spiritually. God is the one who makes works manifest, not man. There's tons of dreams that brothers and sisters is having that is being made manifest, that is beyond our control. The only thing that we gotta do as God's chosen people is just keep his commandments and live and do the things that pertain unto ministry and keeping it blameless. How can you keep the ministry blameless? By you being blameless. Yes, every man may work on his own salvation, but how much good is your salvation if you're going to sit here and be for the blame all the time? Keep his commandments and fear the Lord. Fear the Lord. It's the Lord's judgment made manifest. But if the Lord has shown me that, when it comes down to me personally, I know that my prayers are being answered. I know. I want to say this. I know that my brother Akawar, Kwam Yakal, Shalamaba, Kwam Alayayam, a brother that I know from Nebraska, Malak Yazarel, all those who I had prayed for, I know that the Lord had manifested them. I said, keep your sons, Abba. They are being kept. The brothers of the new covenant are being kept. Shout out to the brother the ministers of the new covenant in the state of Illinois. Y'all being kept. Y'all being kept. You know, those who I care about, those who I care about, those who I care about, they're being kept. They're being kept. They're being kept. Endless signs every day that the Lord is showing me that I'm living to an expectation in the best of my abilities on where I stand at in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, fighting this good fight of faith. It's the Lord that makes judgment manifest, not man. We can't do shit. We can't do shit. It's the Lord. It's the Lord. It's the Lord. It's the Lord. The book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth not. Meaning that it was one point where I couldn't hear the Lord. I was going through whatever the hell I was going through. I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear him. In a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Meaning that he is putting upon me wisdom. He's putting upon me what to do and what not to do. He's putting upon me, hey, yo, I'm going to put you some experiences where you can actually learn what to do and what not to do. Call it Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakak Wadash. Understand, folks, is that when you put yourself in a place where Abba Yahweh is being Abba Yahweh Bahashim Hamashia Malak Yahweh Shai is being the mediator in your life, only thing you gotta do is just walk in his statutes. Not only that you will be blessed, but you will also be taught how to further the ministry. This ministry is very important. Being covered by the blood of the Lamb is very important. Verse 16, I'm gonna say this again. Then he opened the ears of them that sealeth their instruction. There's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai working through your inner man to strengthen your new man and build up the strength within your soul. So a lot of you brothers and sisters who actually have a heart for the Lord, you're more wiser than you think. You more wiser than you think. You're way more wiser than you think. Okay? You're way more wiser than you think. Judgment made manifest.
I found these results.
Hold on. The judgment made manifest.
These came back from a search.
Hold on. The book of Second Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 10. For we all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. So understand when it comes down to the book of Ecclesiastes, when it comes down to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 14, for God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So understand and examine on where you stand at. When you examine yourself on where you stand at, and where you stand at, put yourself in a place where you're purging out your flesh. Put yourself in a place where you're purging out your flesh. The instructions has been sealed within you for it to be brung out. Okay? The judgments will be made manifest. The Lord, through the dream, had gave me a judgment. I take it as a judgment because he was chastising me, saying, "Hey, yo, you being a little ass kid. You're not being a fucking man." That's how I took it. That is exactly how I took it. Okay? Where I examined myself and I felt ashamed. Okay? Again, he's going to bring every secret thing. I'm over here saying that I'm a man, while the Lord said, bro, you really a child. I'm trying to talk to you. You really a child. But the water Abba Yahweh, I see where my mistake was. I never grew up. I never grew up. So if you get what I'm trying to say, come on now. Kali Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shah Bashin Rakakwadash. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to have has done, rather it be good or bad, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto God, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness. That's being sealed with the instructions when it comes down to where we stand at in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in this new covenant. The whole entire thing that I was trying to bring out in this lesson is this: for the Lord to manifest certain things in your life, okay? When He's giving you a judgment, the judgment is not to be put in a place for you to receive it bitterly. It's for you to see it for what it is, on how He's trying to mold you and shape you to further His glory, to further His covenant, to further the preaching and the gospel of the blood, the power of the blood. You being sealed through your inner man. Sisters, you cleaving on to your husband, you cleaving on to your husband because of his inner man. The inner man is where Yahweh Shai is technically based on. That is the Hamashiach sitting on the throne of your hearts. The inner man is Yahweh Shai. Is the inner man through the spirit that is teaching you as a soul to become a new man in the servitude of Abba Yahweh, bring it upon his glory, his will, his judgments, his manifestations, not ours, not ours. So take the time. The Lord is sealing you with the instructions. When the time comes, try your best. Humble yourself, and then examine yourself. From examining yourself, you do works on yourself. What I mean by doing works upon yourself? Again, the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. Just don't be just a hearer of the word. Now you gotta be a doer of the word. You have to what? Keep his commandments and live. You have to fear the Most High. How do you fear the Most High? You respect where he stands at, and you operate it out of humility, understanding that, again, his judgments is being made known, that is going to reveal both secret, good, and bad things will be revealed. The judgment first starts in the house of God. The Lord can also bring judgment upon you, so you can see where you're fucking up. Whether you're immature, whether you like to steal, whether you like to commit adultery, whether you like to commit fornications, whether you are unclean, whether you are being a fool, whether you're being unwise, whether whatever the case may be, the Lord will put it in front of your face on what he wants you to fix. Whether it's envy, whether it's false witnessing, whether it's you putting yourself in a place where you want to be ignorant to the Lord's righteousness. That is the book of Romans chapter 10 verse 3. Whether you want to literally just be ignorant, whether you want to sit here and want to listen to doctrines of devils and seducing spirits, the Lord's judgment will be made manifest. Whether it's good, whether it's evil that you are doing, He will make it known. Shalom, 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 Akawar, shalom. Kali Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rakak Wadash, Barakatham, Wa Agatham, Akamalakim. Shalom, shalom, shalom to you, King. So when it really comes down to it, you have to understand that the Lord's judgment is going to be made manifest, whether you like it, and He's going to bring it to your face on what He wants you to do when it comes down to making that change. The Lord is the one who made things manifest, not man. It's the Lord that made things manifest, not man, not man. The thing that what the Lord has showed me on where I stood at, He exposed it, saying, young man, you're not necessarily mature. You're not necessarily mature. You still have the mindset of you being in high school a little bit. I said, you know what? Abba, you're absolutely right. I said, you're absolutely right. The thing, how it all played out, I was like, you're absolutely right. I ain't had no self-control. You absolutely right. I was like, you're absolutely right, Abba. You're absolutely right. I apologize. I repent. I was like, you're absolutely right. And that was shameful to me. That was shameful. Some people may say, that's simple. They ain't nothing. No, that is crucial. Your development as a man in this truth is crucial. Sisters, your development as a woman in this truth is crucial. Maturity plays a very big part in today's society. You coming from a place of you growing up, of understanding morals, principles, morals, principles, wisdom. You understand your position within those key factors on working and building on what it is of having self-discipline and integrity, all plays in the level of maturity that you have to operate in the spirit of the Lord. It's crucial, brothers and sisters. It is crucial. It is crucial. Sisters, you cannot build with a man if you choose to be immature because you want to take heed to your emotions instead of taking heed to Abba. You got to take heed to Abba. You got to take heed to Abba. Sisters, you have to take heed. Take heed. It's not that hard. Take heed. When it comes down to Abba, take heed. Because He's going to put every work into judgment. Take heed. Take heed. Take heed. Other than that, folks, I wasn't trying to be all long. That was it. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa, Wakak Wadash. Shalom, folks. Shalom.